Hello, my name is Dan McKee. I'm the President and CEO of Grace Inspired Ministries. Today is Friday, June 26th. It's Green Phase Day here in Bucks County. I think it's a good time for us to pause and celebrate the reduction in the COVID-19 cases in our county. And it's also a good day for us to look forward to resuming some of our services on campus as we enter a green phase for our campus as well. So most of our reopening for the campuses will start on July 6th, Monday, July 6th. I'd like to start by thanking the Resident Association at the community at Rock Hill and the Resident Council at Lutheran Community at Telford. They spent a lot of time with us. I think we did 2 reviews of our green phase reopening of services, and they had some great suggestions for us. I'd also like to thank our department heads on both campuses. They spent a lot of time going through our new procedures and processes and making sure that we're able to kind of resume services and do that in the safest way possible. So thank you for those staff members for helping out with that. One thing we did learn is that it's a lot easier to lock down the campus than it is to reopen services. So we wanted to make sure we do this as safely as possible. I'll go over some of the detail of the services that are being added back and the timing of that. But first I'll cover just for visitors, for our residential folks. So right now we're allowing folks to visit on the campus in outside designated areas. We will allow our visitors to enter the apartment buildings and cottages beginning on July 20th. So there'll be, you'll need to go through the screening process at the main entrance, and then the resident will meet you at the main entrance to their cottage or apartment building, and they will be with you during your visit. One of the questions I've had over the last few days is, as we go to the green phase, will we be able to discontinue the monitoring station at the main entrance and open up all the entrances? And the answer is no for now. One of the reasons we want to keep that in place is that we are still on full restrictions for the healthcare side of our campus, although we do expect to have guidance from the state on the easing of some restrictions any day is what they're telling us. So we're looking forward to hearing that. We've set up these through the window type visitation stations for both skilled nursing and personal care, but it will be great to be able to have a little bit more socialization for our residents in those settings as well. One general reminder before I get into what's happening with our green phase and resuming some of the services is just, for our residents and team members, please continue to keep your guard up. We've done a great job of being very careful and keeping the virus off of our campus. So please continue to wear your masks. We give those out every day at the main entrance. Continue to social distance and limit your social circle. I think that's just a good practice. Continue to take advantage of things like curbside pickup where possible, anything to kind of minimize contact. Continue with hand washing and hand sanitization, so keep your hand sanitizer with you when you go out. And for our campus, I think we added around 130 of the hand sanitizer pumps, so they're in every elevator, every stairwell. Just kind of get in the habit of using those whenever you come in to a door or leaving an elevator. Just takes a few drops of that and 10 seconds or so to rub it in. It's just a good habit to get into. And I will go through our green phase reopening and starting with what's happening on the dining room side. So we're going to resume residential dining. I believe it's July 6th at the Telford campus and July 13th at the Rock Hill campus. And the only reason there's a difference in the timing was our ability to get those part-time wait staff back into the mix to be able to provide those services. So we were a little bit delayed with the Rock Hill campus. There will be some changes. So when residents enter the dining room, they'll check in with the hostess who will take their temperature, greet them, take their temperature, and take their meal order as well. So we're trying to minimize contact. For instance, we won't be clearing the table till the end of the service as well, just to minimize contact. We're going to go to kind of a meal buddy system for residents. So at least for the first month of operation, we'd like the residents to dine with the same person. We're doing about 50% capacity in the residential dining rooms, so there won't be large groups at tables, but there will be the opportunity to socialize over a meal, which is important. For now, we're saying no outside guests, and I know some of our family members do enjoy coming in and dining with our residents. And the main reason for that is, again, the limited capacity in the dining room. So for now, we're going to continue with no outside guests as far as dining goes. And then for our residents who either choose not to use the dining room or don't have an opportunity that day to use the dining room, there will be the opportunity to just order your meal and pick it up at your closest dining room. So we'll have that set up and available to do. The next area is our fitness center. So we'll start next week, June 29th, with doing assessments on residents. So we'll have our residents go through the assessment process again. And it'll be a little bit different in how you use this now. So first we'll be limiting our capacity in the fitness center. You'll have to wear your mask to and from the fitness center. And then the equipment would be disinfected after each use. So again, that's part of the reason we have to limit capacity as well. So some of our residents may be limited in the number of times they can come per week. It'll depend on how many signups we have and how many residents are looking to get back into using the fitness center. So it will be done by appointment only, and starting on Monday, June 26th, you can call down to the fitness center, get your appointment, get your assessment, and start with that. The next area is the hair salon. So this was an area, because of the close contact there, this is a situation where you're within a couple of feet of the stylist for, in some cases 20 minutes. We wanted to make sure we had all of those systems set up. So again, this will be by appointment only. You'll have to wear your mask to and from and for the duration of the visit within the hair salon. The services will be by appointment only. We'll limit it to two residents in the hair salon at a time, and then one resident waiting outside the hair salon. And our initial round with the hair salon will be basic grooming only. So we want to get the haircuts and the styles set up before we get into any of the chemical type services. We will also be resuming small group activities on the campus. We're setting these up to do a maximum of 12 residents at a time as far as doing those activities. And I believe that schedule starts the week of July 6th as well. We'll be resuming some more transportation services on campus. We'll have the loop that can take a resident anywhere on campus. That'll be limited to 5 residents at a time on that bus. It'll be disinfected between each use. You'll have to wear your mask again as you use those. We'll also be resuming grocery store visits for residents. So I believe for both campuses, we'll be doing just the Landis supermarket on State Road. It'll be limited to 5 residents. So if you are a resident and you have the ability to use your own car, we'll ask you to do that so that the residents who maybe don't have a car and can't get out to do that, other than us providing the transportation, that they'll have the opportunity to use that. So again, that'll be beginning next week, and there'll be sign-up sheets for that as well. I mentioned the visitation on campuses for our residential folks. So again, if you have a relative that lives in one of the apartment buildings or cottages and you want to visit, you're just going to come to the main campus. This is starting July 20th. You can come to the main entrance at the campus. You'll go through a screening process at the main entrance, so they'll take your temperature and record that you're visiting. And then you'll go to the area where your person you're visiting lives. They'll meet you at the main entrance there at that particular building, and they'll escort you at all times in the building. So right now we're setting it up, again, starting July 20th, that it'll be up to 4 visitors at a time. And you can go to the apartment, visit in the apartment, but we're asking you not to congregate in the common areas of the building for now. So between now and July 20th, you'll still be able to use those outside visitation stations that are set up, and I know some of you are taking advantage of that now. The final item we'll be doing is resuming worship services on campus. So this will begin the week of July 5th. Masks have to be worn to and from the service and for the duration of the service. We will have music as part of the ministry, but we won't be singing hymns as part of the ministry. We'll social distance within the chapel area. Of course, if it's members of the same household, a husband and wife can sit together, but otherwise we'll be maintaining that 6-foot distance within the chapel service. We'll be doing 2 services during the week and then 1 Sunday service. So that Sunday service, there will all be limited seating. So what we're asking of our residents for the Sunday service is if you have the ability to go to your own church off campus, please do that to free up the space for those that can't leave our campus and want to take opportunity of the worship service on Sunday. That will be by sign-up as well, so I think Carl on the Telford campus and Tim on the Rock Hill campus will have that set up for you to sign up for these services to attend. And then we'll continue to stream the services as well, so you'll have the ability to see those within your apartments. So that was it really for the update for the Green Phase opening. I thank everyone for their help with getting that together. I thank you, residents, for your patience in getting this up and started. I've had a lot of phone calls, and I know you're anxious to get back to some of these great services. I want to thank our employees who again continue to be very vigilant about being safe and keeping our residents safe as well. And I want to thank the family members for your patience and also your help. I know a lot of you have been making deliveries to the campus and really helping us out with keeping your family members safe. So thank you all, and we look forward to moving into the Green Phase. Take care.